That's good. Okay, so this is my Gloomhaven setup. So when I take Gloomhaven somewhere else, I set up the scenario first and do a number of things to make sure that I have everything. So I'm only taking a small subset of what I need for just what I need for the scenario. Now I've got a number of binders and various boxes and stuff. I bought this tackle box to basically use as my transport. That's my main part of the transport. But I also have a number of boxes here that hold a lot of the pieces. And this binder here, which holds all the various tiles. And then I've got another binder over here. We won't really should be able to see that, the purple one. That holds a lot of the cards for the shop and extra city cards and road events and stuff like that. So, but we probably won't need that for this. So the first thing I'm going to do is get out the tile set. So I'm just going to go through. This is just to see how well I can do this for Twitch, because what I'm planning on doing is setting things up for Jaws of the Lion, which is going to be a little simpler. But I thought I would do that maybe with Jaws of the Lion, but I want to test this first, and this I thought would be a good way of doing that. So, what do I need? I need E1A. So I've got these all sorted by the letters and such. So E1A is right there, L2B. So let's go get that. I, J, K, L. I think that's one. So I guess, ooh, sugar. Which one's this? This must be 3. This 3? Yeah. So, okay, L2B and L1A. So that's these two guys right here, because that's going to be a big spot in the middle. And then we need one of the T sections, which don't fit in the binder all that well. So I put them at the back. And that would be H1. So that's 2, 3, and of course 1's on the bottom. So that would be that guy there. Does that make sense? Looks pretty good to me. That looks more like what it should be, eh? But that's number 3. So that's not what we want. I think functionally it's the same, but that's okay. And let's see, D1. So E, D. There we go. Is that A? That's 2. Of course it is. D1A. So there we go. Yippee! Right on. Okay, so this guy's done. So that means I can put that away. So that was a nice way of organizing my tiles. Now what I like to do is I like to get everything set up like exactly the way it's going to be. And I find this actually works pretty well. I'm going to move things out of the way just a little bit here. Okay, now this is going to be kind of a crazy scenario. Let's see, that must be about like that. It's got those two on either side. This little guy's got to come like that. He's got the little dude on the bottom. And let's see. That's got those two there. It's a little hard to tell, but I think that is going to be like that. And that's going to be like that. Boy, this is a big map. And one up in there. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. All right. So we need a lot of dudes for this. Fair number anyways. And that's partially because we got a whole whackload of allies. So we're going to need to get the monsters. And we need living bones. Now, one of the things I do in here is I keep all the stuff for the scenario in here. Let's put that a little closer just for a second. And what do I got in here? Oh, I still have these guys. This was from the last scenario. Archer, the Wind Demon, Cultist. I think I need Cultist and Living Bones. So, we're going to put those guys off to the side. Boom. Cultists and Living Bones. You guys hang out there. And down in the bottom, I have all the little things for the monsters. Okay, so I don't think we need the band. Well, maybe we do need the bandit archers. I'm not sure. We need the cultists for sure, and the living bones. They're going to be a problem. I can tell that right now. These two guys we definitely don't need, so we're going to put him there. We'll put the archers over there for the moment too, because I don't think it's. We need city archers, not the bandit archers. So let's take a look. What do we got here? Inox. City archer. There we go. So, sort of depends on the scenario how many I'll take out. A lot of times I like to leave some in there. City guard. We need the guards, because they're going to be our buddies as well. And what else we need? Cultists, which they're going to be in here too. I use 2 Ziploc bags for the scenario, and one of the Ziploc bags holds the monsters, just the monsters, nothing else, and the other holds the various tile pieces that go on the tiles for all things like doors and stuff like that. That and keeps that separate. Now, usually once I'm done, a lot of this stuff I'll put away into some of the other boxes, and of course, if I'm really putting it away, I'll put everything away. But on the initial cleanup, I'll put away like all the treasure tokens and stuff like that. Some of the stuff that goes in this box right here. It's just to make it a little easier. Okay, so these dudes we don't need. Oops, shoot. And this dude we don't need. So sometimes what happens is the scenario has more guys than, like it shows more guys on the board than what you would end up having in your supply. But the idea would be when you get to the next room or whatever, you probably have killed some of the guys, so it sort of turns out okay. In this event, I'm not sure. So sometimes I only take, and because we're only playing with 2 players, typically there's a lot less dudes to worry about. So I've got a number of different little compartments here in this thing that keep track of all my stuff. I put those away. Let's see, we got skeleton dudes. And this guy. This was about all we needed for that last scenario. But I think we're going to need a lot more. And one of the guys over there. So we'll put that away in a minute. I don't think we need this for now. We will probably need him in a little bit. So we put him off there, off to the side. We may need some of those, so I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to put that off to the side. Okay, so what else do we need here? We need some of these dudes, I think. Yeah, okay. Because that's where a lot of the nasty guys are. So we're going to get all the stuff first. So the rest of the living bones. And I think there's some cultists in there. Where are the cultists? Maybe they're in the other one. Cultists, there we are. Okay. So, and there's enough cultists, I think, in this scenario that we could have a bit of a problem with living bones. So I think we're going to need all of those. So we're good there. Oh, you know who we need? We need Jexera in this one. So I kept all the sort of bosses in a couple of these slots right there. And of course I got them all labeled. Okay. And let's see, what else we got? We got City Guards, City Archer, Jexera we got. Oh, cultists. We get the other cultists. There's 3 cultists here. There should be 3 cultists there. So that's good. I don't know if we need 6 of these guys or not, but we'll put maybe a couple back if we don't need them. So that should be okay. I've generally found that works out pretty good. We're not too far into the campaign. A little ways, but not too much. So let's see, what other little doodads do we need? Okay, we need one of these fountain pieces. Right there. And that guy's done. And we need a whole bunch of these wall sections. So I got to come back to this because the sort of 2 hex and 3 hex pieces I did keep in here. So I made this little thing for holding the various condition pieces. Okay, so I think it should be in here. Those wall pieces. Let's take a look. Wall piece. Oh, hey, there we go. There's 1. There's 2, 3. Probably not that, because that's that stuff. I'm probably going to need some of these as well. Okay, not those guys. Okay, and not those guys. Doot, doot, doot. There's another one. And there's another one. That might be it for those wall pieces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course there's 5 because we need 6. So let's take a look here. It's not these dudes, right? Okay, no. All right. So let's take a look. I must have missed one somewhere in here. I hope so. And there it is. All right. Because if I didn't, I'd be really freaked out. Okay. So that's, oh, you bugger. All right. That's good. And then so what I do is I place all these things where they're supposed to be. So I know, you know, exactly what I need and what I don't need and all of that sort of stuff. I'm just going to put that off to the side. What else do we need here? We need a couple stun traps. I think we may have a couple in here. There might be damage traps. Yeah, it looks like they're damage traps. So we'll put that off to the side for a minute. Where are they? Nope. We go over there. Stun trap, here we are. A couple stun traps. Beauty. Okay, so we're gonna need to put some of that crap away. And that. And then so when I'm done, I will put them in the Ziploc bags so that I know I've got everything. Okay. So let's start sorting this out. We need a dude here, right? And is it there? Really? Oh, hold on. Something's mucked up here. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Okay, hold on. We gotta be, I'm just gonna move that a little bit. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got a piece there. And dude over there. And it looks like we got 3 more helpers. Hold on, city guards are like that. City archers are the other way. So I got the wrong dudes. So these are the archer dudes. And so this way I can set things up pretty quickly. And, you know, the whole idea of keeping things completely... Oh, am I screwing that up again? No. Okay. Good. The whole idea of keeping this completely, you know, spoiler free is a little silly, I think. Like, I don't think it really works, right? Like, because you have to see everything to hook, you know, to set it up. And if you're the one setting it up, I don't know how you're gonna make that work. Now that looks like that's right in the center. And it looks like these things go on that sort of second ring. Around like that. Which is pretty cool. And that works. Right on. Okay. So, how many other guys do we need? Dude with things over his shoulder. Dude with things over his shoulder. Whereabouts is that? That is... Okay, that's there. So that's here and here. And it looks like these guys are 2, 3. So we're going to need all of them because there's a few guys in this, I don't know if you could see that, this T intersection place that I'm not going to have enough dudes for if I put them all out. But that's okay because you're not going to be able to get down into here, down into this section without some of these guys dying. So you're going to recycle some of your dudes. And that's okay. So we need one dude. Okay, so right about there. And one guy here. That's the last of my guards. And I need 3 of these guys. Which is, they're not going to fit very well in here, but that's okay. 3 archers in there. So, is there any dudes at the back? No, that makes sense. Okay. So, that's it for all the allies. Now, let's see. Do I have in here? And yes, I do. I have my doors. So, I might as well put the doors in. Oops. That was a damage trap, so I should put all the stuff that I kind of don't need off to the side here. That dude. That dude. Door. 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 got those things in the traps. Perfect. Right on. Okay. So, let's see. Is that enough doors? I think so. So we got a door here. We got a door right there. I'd rather have it line up with the wall. Sometimes they don't line up properly, like that should be like that, but then it doesn't line up with the wall. But good enough. Not perfect, but not too bad. Okay, so dude, first room has skeleton guys and these guys. So boom, boom, boom. And where the hell's Juxra? She's way the heck over there. Okay, that's fine. And then next room, gotta make sure I'm doing this right here. Yep. Okay, so we got one set of dudes. And we'll probably run out of these guys because there's only 6 of them. There's not 100. There's 10 of the skeletons, so lots of those guys. Anyways, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to be running out because we've already used 2 of them. So we can only use 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Now, there's going to be 2 of them there, and then that's it. Now the skeletons, so basically, yeah, once we kill those 2 dudes, then they'll be freed up to go there. This is going to be a nutty scenario. So we got 1, 2, and we don't have those guys, so just those 2 in the corners, which are going to be just above. I could use the stands, but I don't really want to use the stands right at the moment. This is just to get an idea as to where everything is and how many things I need. So I don't need the, let's see, how's that working? There's a dude there. I don't need those 2. I need 2 back down here. Okay, so that's cool. There's also some more, what are they? Living corpses there. And there's a couple of cultists. Might as well get the cultists out, eh? There's a couple there, and for a 2-player scenario, there's a couple there. And we need... So I think we're going to use all of the skeletons because those cultists summon skeletons. So I'm sure that's going to happen. Let's see. We don't need any skeletons in the back room. We do need a couple of the other guys, but we'll be getting those. And since we need as many as we do, there's no point in trying to take any less. The cultists, we could probably put a couple back because you won't be... I only need 3. I don't need any more. So maybe I'll put a couple of those back. And let's see, where does the traps go? The traps go right here, right in front. They're stun traps. Well, that's not too bad. They're not going to cause any damage. So that's fine. And let's see, what else do I need? I need a treasure. So I've got a special spot for treasure. And it goes right there. So that's cool. And let's see, what's the specials for the boss again? 2 normal living bones for 2 characters, so that's all we care about. Special 2, same as the thing, except it's going to do living corpses. Alright, so that's fine. And there'll be 2 living corpses right beside her. So, yeah, that's totally cool. Hopefully, when we do the scenario, I totally anticipate some of these allies to die, but hopefully we get a few of them to come all the way over here and... help out with that last boss. Now the last thing that we need, and sometimes I don't bother with it because it's I can do it on the fly, but the last thing that we need is, let me just put this stuff away. Those guys go there. And the damage traps, go back where the damage traps are. A number 1. We need a number 1, whatever that is. I don't know. B. There we go. Or it could be an L, but I think it's a number 1. And that's what it's going to be today. It is a number 1. So there we go. So that's cool. So that's the board setup. Now, we need some other stuff. Because we need the city guard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need all of the little sleeves for the monster stats and stuff. Because you're going to have to keep track of the allies too. So that bottom thing holds a lot of stuff. Holds all the special things and all that sort of stuff. So how many we got there now? We got 2 here and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's all of them, right? So that's good. All right, so that's cool. That's good. That's going to get out of the frame there so we can deal with stuff. And I got 2 things, right? So first thing that goes in is going to be the dudes. So all these guys, those guys. This is going to be a chaotic scenario. This one's going to be crazy. I'm a little worried about doing it because it's going to be a lot of stuff to keep track of. So I guess those things are all obstacles. Those other guys. Yeah, they look like they're obstacles. And there we go. So that's my little baggie of monsters. Okay. And then this little baggie is going to have all the little doors and traps and stuff like that. It's just a way of keeping it organized, including the treasure. And then this way, I'm only taking to our play session just the things that we need. And that covered up all the stuff that kind of makes it not look like 2 rooms. So I don't think I need those other pieces that you sometimes use to make 2 tiles look like 1 continuous tile. So I'm okay with that too. Now this stuff is all, the individual tiles are fairly small, so that will also fit in the tackle box. And that'll be great. So we got these 2, but we need to sort out these other guys. Okay. So the Wind Demon is going to go. The Earth Demon's going to go. And the Bandit Archer is going to go. And we got to put these guys together too. All right. What do we got here? Holy smokes. I thought I kept putting these things back in, but they keep falling out. Okay. Cool. Now, here's my purple binder full of stuff. And at the back of the purple binder is all my monster guys. So I've got this in alphabetical order. And so Bandit Archer goes there. Flame, he's got to be pretty close. Elder. Deep Terror. So there's the Earth Demon. And the Wind Demon, of course, goes to the back. I think he's the last one. Winged Horror. Wind comes before Wing. And we got the... Okay. Now, what do we got? City Archer. Bandit Guard. Cave Bear. Captain of the Guard. Did we do that? I don't think we did that. That's if you do the other thing. City Archer, City Guard. Those are 2 of the ones we need. The Guard, we used all 6. So that's another thing that we gotta sort out. And then what else do we need? We need Jexera, so she's in here somewhere too. Jexera. So that's 3, 4, 5. We're missing one. We're missing the living corpse. There we go. So those can go back. That's awesome. The other things that can go back are my monster ability cards, I guess you'd call them. So Earth Demon. So I got those all in here too. G. Let's see, what else do we need here? Earth Demon. D. E. The Archer we're gonna need those still. And the Wind Demon we don't need. Shoot. Okay. Boss we definitely need, so that guy comes out too. Let's sort of put those separate so that we got everything sorted out here. The cultists, the boss, living bones, the archers, the Wind Demon is not a thing that we want to use. We need the guards. And I don't know what else. What else is the other one? The corpse, right? Living corpse. Living spirit, living corpse. There we go. So we got 6 of those. Those guys got to go back too. So we'll put those away in a minute. There we go. Beauty. That's awesome. Put that away. The only problem with I found with the binder is that the little sleeves that I use, they're generally used for like hockey cards and stuff. They don't hold those things very well, so you have to kind of hold the binder upright otherwise, and you have to be very careful when you flip the pages. So let's get rid of this stuff. A good chunk of it's going to be here because I know it's Earth Demons and Wind Demons. So those guys go away, that goes away. And that guy's done. And then the Bandit Archers. Looks like I got 3, so there should be 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. Beauty. There we go. I like to make sure that I try to check every once in a while, because if I make too many assumptions, then I'm going to end up with a problem. Okay, so we have a tendency to play on kind of easy, so I'm setting them all at level 1. And the thing to check, living bones, we're definitely going to be using a fair number of those, so that will be one of the ones that'll be using and I think maybe the city guards too, we'll use that, even though we can't get 10 city guards. It's just that somebody's got to use that other 10 slot one. And we use a lot of those, so that would be okay, I guess. The rest of the guys will go in here. What sort of nastiness do we have here? Oh, the city guards have got shields, so that's nice. They might be able to stay for a little bit. City archers kind of suck, but that's okay. Just enough to take a little bit of the edge off. These guys are not too bad because they don't have anything, just lots of hit points. What's Jexera's deal here? Immune to wounds and stuns and curses and disarms 7 times the number of characters, so that's going to be 2, so that's 14 hit points. That's not too bad. Movement of 2, an attack of 3, and it's not ranged, so that's good. That's not too bad. And if we take a look at the boss, so it bounces between special 2 and special 1, and then it has And we've done this, so we've seen these ones before. But it's got a couple of regular sort of abilities. That one's kind of a funny one because it kind of changes everything if you've got like a normally melee character. So, all right, last little bits of putting away stuff. Well, most of it is putting away stuff into here. So, I've got our two characters. Our character, why did that get messed up? That's kind of, well, it's probably these things here. I should put these somewhere else. Like that. That's better. Okay. Yeah, so we're using the Brute and the Spellweaver. So those guys are in there. That helps so we don't forget those guys. And that was not well thought out. I should put this over here, let's say. Okay. Still not well thought out, but it will work in a pinch. Because we're just going to move those guys in there, and this will give us room. And those guys in there. And let's see here. Okay. Now this might be a little bit of a problem. I thought everything would fit in here, but these T sections are too big. So I'm going to put him somewhere else, but we're going to put away all this other stuff. Just like that. And then, now what I generally like to do here is kind of, again, put them in alphabetical order. Just to kind of make things a little easier to sort out. Okay. Then I'll put them up in there. Actually, with this time, you know what? I think I'm going to end up putting them down in here, which hopefully they won't get too mucked up. And I put these guys in here. Now, one of the things I don't, like I've got, you can probably see all these dice in here with different colors and stuff. So instead of using the hit point counters, I use the dice because I saw one of the guys, I forget, his name's Tom. He made a bunch of videos and he used dice, and I thought that was the best thing going. So I got myself from Amazon a bunch of these dice. They came in different colors and stuff. They are perfect. So typically I use the blue dice for the hit points of the normal guys. Then I'll use the red dice for the hit points of the elites. And then like traps or maybe the hit points of your summons and stuff like that. We'll use other colors like, excuse me, like the green or the purple or the orange or something like that for that sort of thing. So, but I've got basically everything that I need here to be able to handle the game. I do need to take this one with me. So I will take this one as well because it has all the various conditions, which they go in that little tray that I pointed out earlier, and that works out pretty well. So this thing here, hold on, I've got another binder. Where is it here? I've got a binder for each character. And so this is my character. I also made better character sheets, or at least character sheets for people with old eyes. Okay, so it's not a little dinky thing. And so I've got my various cards laid out here and stuff like that, and the modifier decks for the stuff, and your equipment cards, and your tokens and stuff like that. And because I'm running the campaign, I have my campaign tracker, which I got that off the internet as well. And any pieces that are a little bit too big, I can I can place them there. So not the perfect solution. It would have been nice if they fit in that. I was a little annoyed that they didn't, but that means there's not too much I need other than the binders for the characters, and then these two guys, and of course the instruction book and stuff like that in the map. So it's a nice way of collecting everything, knowing that you've got everything, so you can take it to your play session, play the game, get it set up really quick, because that's one of the big problems with Gloomhaven, is getting all those pieces out and stuff. The organization is key. Everybody says that. I've heard that on about 20 videos and various Reddit posts, that organization is key, and that is absolutely 100% true. So we're all ready to go for that scenario, and hopefully that'll be fun. So that's the end of this, and it was just really a test to see whether I could do it and how well everything would, everything came out, and hopefully that'll be a fun thing for me to do later on. So that's enough for today.